Hi guys, how are you all? Welcome to Bioxplaining once again. In this video, I'm going to talk about the different examples of animal kingdom, which is a part of your class 11 syllabus, also included in your NEET. So in this video, I'll be taking care of the NCERT examples, and a few cases I'll also include examples that are not in NCERT. Okay, so let's begin. Getting started with the invertebrates first. First in we have phylum Porifera. So in phylum Porifera we will talk about the sponges. The different kind of sponges are first Cycon, that is Cypha, this figure. Then you have Euspongia shown here in figure B, which is the bath sponge, and C you have Spongilla, which is the freshwater sponge, right? So I remember these just three examples as SES. Porifera is SES for me, Cycon, Euspongia, and then Spongilla. Next up we have phylum Coelenterata, also known as Cnidaria. So I remember these examples as, say, AP square. Oh, good morning. This is how I remember. AP square. Oh, good morning. What is AP square? AP square is first AP that you have is Aurelia physalia. Aurelia is jellyfish. Physalia is known as the Portuguese man of war. Second AP is Adamsia, sea anemone. Pennatula, that is sea pen. So AP square done. AP square ka matlab once you have AP, then again you have AP. Aurelia, Physalia, Adamsia, Pennatula, right? Then O is Obelia, which is sea fur, and next H is Hydra. So O, done. And then good morning, GM, that is good, Gorgonia, morning M, Meandrina. Gorgonia is sea fan, Meandrina is known as brain coral. So on the right hand side, you have a lot of different images shown, which I have taken from a website that I've already mentioned here, right? So phylum Coelenterata or Cnidaria, examples I remember using this one, AP square OGM, okay? Next up is phylum Ctenophora, and see, whenever you hear the name Ctenophora, I think remembering Ctenoplana is very important, right? Important in the sense very easy to remember. Ctenophora, so Ctenoplana. So Ctenoplana तो याद होता ही है सबको. Ctenoplana you will never forget. The rest three for Ctenophora is, I remember it, PCB. तुम लोग लेते हो ना? Physics, chemistry, biology. Like most of you have this combination. Some of you have maths also. PCB. So this PCB is what? Pleurobrachia, which is this one. Then you have cestum, known as the venous girdle, and then you have beryl, which is the cigar comb jellies, commonly known as cigar comb jellies, right? So Ctenophora ke liye, Cteno gives you the name Ctenoplana, that you can remember. The rest three examples you remember, PCB, your combination. P is for pleurobrachia, C is for cestum, and B is for beryl. I guess this is also clear. Okay, so next up we have phylum Platyhelminthes. Phylum Platyhelminthes means we are talking about the flatworms, right? Now here see तुम लोगों के बहुत से new teachers जो है हम लोग सब किस में जाते हैं FTP faculty training program है ना? It is very in fashion right now. FTP faculty training program बहुत सुनते हो तो FTP से याद रखते Platyhelminthes का examples. F कौन हो गया? F हो गया हमारा fasciola. ये fasciola कौन है? This is the liver fluke. Then T से क्या हो गया हम लोग का tapeworm या Taenia solium. T हो गया. And then you have P. P से क्या हो गया हम लोग का planaria, which is like for example Dukesia. ठीक है? So Platyhelminthes का examples याद रखते FTP से. Okay. तो Platyhelminthes डन. अब नेक्स्ट है क्या हम लोग का राउंड वर्म्स जो आते हैं. प्लैटी वॉज फ्लैट वर्म्स. अभी कौन आया है? अभी आया है राउंड वर्म्स विच आर एस्कलमिंथस. तो एस्कलमिंथस ए से स्टार्ट होता है तो इसके एग्जाम्पल्स में पहले आता है ए स्क्वायर एंड देन एक डब्ल्यू ओ ऐसे ओ. एस्कलमिंथस ए स्क्वायर डब्ल्यू विच इज द ए स्क्वायर. एक है एस्करिस, जो आपका एकदम कॉमन वाला राउंड वर्म है, वही है एस्करिस, राइट। आपको डायग्राम देखना इंपॉर्टेंट है आप लोगों के लिए, व्हाई? बिकॉज दिस इज फ्रॉम एनसीईआरटी डायग्राम, राइट। मेल एंड द फीमेल आर डिफरेंट इन मॉर्फोलॉजी, यू हैव टू नो विच इज द मेल, विच इज द फीमेल। देन आपके पास आ जाता है व्यूशरीरिया। व्हाट इज व्यूशरीरिया? इट इज द फाइलेरिया वर्म, that is, it is responsible for causing filariasis, which is also known as elephantiasis, right? Then you have ankylostoma, which is the hookworm. ठीक है, तो a square w, a में 2 आ जाता है, a में एक है आपका एस्करिस, डायग्राम देख लेना, मेल एंड फीमेल अलग मॉर्फोलॉजी है। देन एक है आपका एंकाइलोस्टोमा, एंकाइलोस्टोमा कौन है? दैट इज योर हुकवर्म। एंड देन W में आपका आ जाता है क्या? व्यूशरीरिया, व्यूशरीरिया, दैट इज योर फाइलेरियल वर्म विच कॉजेज योर filariasis disease. Okay, next we have phylum Annelida, right? Phylum Annelida को हम लोग कैसे याद रखते हैं? Like how I remember it, I always remember it An, and then I say phylum का PH, and phylum. So N pronunciation gives me Nereis, N से Nereis, and then PH gives me, one is P, Ferrituma posthuma, जो हो गया आपका क्या? Earthworm, Ferrituma posthuma, and then हो गया आपका H, which is Hirudinaria, Hirudinaria, that is the blood sucking leech. ठीक है, तो phylum Annelida, यहाँ पे N ऐसे है, so N वाला first example हो गया Nereis, then you have PH phylum, P for Ferritima, and H से आपका Hirudinaria. ठीक है, these are all small examples. तो आप जितना revise करोगे and you keep writing, the examples will get stuck here. Okay, then phylum Arthropoda में क्या है? Arthropoda का मतलब you're basically talking about different kind of insects, right? So economically important insects हम लोगों के पास क्या है? One is Apis, that is your honeybee, right? Why is it important? Because it gives us honey. Then you have Bombyx, that is silkworm, and then you have Laccifer, which is the lac insect. So these are economically important, meaning whatever product we get out of these, their major product help in commerce. Matlab they are sold in the market and they give profit, right? Then vectors कौन है? वेक्टर्स का मतलब क्या? वेक्टर्स का मतलब है कौन आपके कॉजेटिव एजेंट्स, दैट इज पैथोजेंस को कैरी करके ले जाता है होस्ट तक, राइट? सो लिविंग वेक्टर्स, दीज आर लिविंग एजेंट्स, लिविंग कैरियर्स। जैसे हो गया आपका एनोफिलीस, फीमेल एनोफिलीस मस्कीटो से एक डिजीज होता है, फीमेल क्यूलिक्स मस्कीटो से एक डिजीज होता है, एडीज फीमेल मस्कीटो से एक डिजीज होता है, राइट? I hope all of you know this, that malaria is caused by one, dengue is caused by one, yellow fever is caused by one, all of it is clear to everyone, ठीक है ना? Then आते हैं gregarious pest, that is locusts, locusta, and एक है आपका example of living fossil which is limulus, जिसे हम लोग क्या कहते हैं? King crab कहते हैं, this is limulus. Okay, I hope this is okay for all of you. Some of the images here are taken from NCERT and then 2 I have taken from the Britannica side. ये top जो 4 image है ये NCERT images है, आपको special attention देख के रखना है, so that if identification comes you should be able to write. Next up you have phylum Mollusca. First example is Dentalium, which is the tusk shell. Then you have Pila, which is apple snail, Pinctada, pearl oyster, sepia, cuttlefish, loligo squid, octopus devilfish, aplysia, sea hare, and Ctenophora, that is chitin, right? Out of which there are 4 images shown here. You've been shown the image of Pila or Pila, apple snail. Then we have Dentalium, which is the tusk shell. Then you have octopus, the devilfish, and you have chiton, which is Ctenophora. Right? So these are the examples of mollusca. Keep writing and practicing. I'm sure the examples will get inside your head. This video that I'm making is a, what you can say is a collection of all the examples that you can have. Right? So just you can take this down and then you keep learning them so it will be on your head. Next up is the echinoderms, Echinodermata. Asterias, that is your starfish. Echinus, sea urchin, Antodon, sea lily, Cucumaria, that is sea cucumber, and then Ophura, brittle star. Okay, so what are the examples? Once again, you can look into the images and then remember. Asteriasis, like that is your starfish. Echinus, which is your sea urchin, this one. Then you have your Antedon sea lily. See, just like the flower it's looking, right? Sea, so we call it to be a sea lily. And then you have Cucumaria. Cucumaria is the sea cucumber and Ophiura is the brittle star. In phylum Hemichordata, we just remember two examples. One is Balanoglossus, the other is Saccoglossus. What is important for us to know is the diagram along with the labelings. Balanoglossus, right on top you have the proboscis, which serves as the head. Then in the center you have the collar, and then comes the trunk at the end here. Right, so these are the three parts, the proboscis, the collar and the trunk, and you should be able to identify and label them. And then what you have is Saccoglossus. The image that I've shown here is Saccoglossus kowalewski. So these two are the hemichordates that you have to remember. So in this video, I'll stop till hemichordates. I'll create another part of this video where I'll take care of the different examples in chordates. Okay. If you think this collection of examples is going to be useful for you, then please like, comment, share and subscribe to our channel Bioxplaining by Anuska. Stay tuned. The second part will be coming soon where I will be dealing with the examples of the different chordates. Thank you. Bye-bye.